Class Cyclostomata. The all living members of the class Cyclostomata, they are ectoparasites. That is, they live outside the body of this host, that is on some fishes, and they have an elongated body bearing 6 to 5 pairs of gill slits for respiration. Cyclostomes, they have sucking and circular mouth which is without jaws, and their body is devoid of scales. You can see in the picture here. So no scales, they do not have any scales, and paired fins. Cranium and vertebral column, they are cartilaginous. So cartilage is the dominating feature here. And the circulation is of closed type. Arteries, veins and capillaries are present. And cyclostomes, they are marine, but they migrate for spawning. What is spawning? That is release or deposit of the eggs to the fresh water. And after their eggs hatch, and after metamorphosis, after spawning within a few days, they die, and their larvae, after metamorphosis, they return to the ocean. So this is a special feature of this class Cyclostomata. Example is Pteromyzon, that is lamprey, and Myxine, that is a hagfish. Chondrichthyes. These are marine animals with streamlined body, and they have cartilaginous endoskeleton. These are cartilaginous fishes. Their mouth is located ventrally. This is their special feature. And notochord, that is persistent throughout their life. And gill slits are separate, which is without operculum. What is operculum? Which is a gill cover. And their skin is tough, which contain minute placoid scales. And their teeth are modified placoid scales, which are backwardly directed. So that is the feature of the placoid scales, which are backwardly directed, and their jaws are very powerful. And these animals, they are predaceous, like predator fishes, and due to the absence of air bladder, they have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. And their heart is two-chambered, one auricle and one ventricle, and some of them, they have electric organs also, like torpedo, and some possess a poison sting also, like trigon. And they are cold-blooded, that is poikilotherm animals, that is, they lack the capacity to regulate their body temperature. They do not regulate their body temperature. Then the sexes are separate, and males' pelvic fins, they bear claspers, which are for the copulatory organs, and they have internal fertilization, and many of them, they are viviparous, that is, give rise to the young ones. Examples are the Scoliodon, which is a dogfish, Pritus, that is sawfish, and the great white shark and stingray, they belong to this category. Osteichthyes, which are also called as bony fishes, they are marine freshwater fishes with the bony endoskeleton. Their body is streamlined, their mouth is mostly terminal, and they have 4 pair of gills which are covered by an operculum on each side, and their skin is covered with a cycloid or ctenoid scales. The air bladder is present, which regulates their buoyancy or their floating capacity. Their heart is again two-chambered. They are cold-blooded animals which cannot regulate their body temperature, and the sexes are separate, and fertilization is external. They are oviparous, which gives rise to young ones, and development is direct young ones, they are born. Example is flying fish, seahorse, labio, rohu, catla, they all belong to this category. Amphibia. Now the class Amphibia, as the name indicates, amphibians, they live in aquatic as well as in terrestrial habitats. So most of them, they have 2 pair of limbs, and their body is divisible into head and trunk. The tail may be present in some, and the amphibian skin is mostly moist, which is without scales. And their eyes have eyelids. A tympanum, that is, they represent a thin membrane which represents the ear. So ear is not very well developed, only a tympanum represents the ear. Alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive tracts, they open into a common chamber which is called as cloaca. This is a special feature of these organisms, and they opens to the exterior they open into. So respiration is by gills, lungs, or through skin also. So the heart is 3-chambered. So that is a special feature, 2 auricles and 1 ventricle, and they are cold-blooded animals. They do not have a normal body temperature to maintain, and their sexes are separate and fertilization is external. They are oviparous, lay the young ones, and the development is indirect. That means egg, larva, pupa, adult, all these stages they are present. Example is toad, which is bufo, frog, tree frog, salamanders, limbless amphibians. They are all belong to this category. Class Reptilia. Now the class name refers to the creeping or crawling mode of locomotion. It represents creeping or crawl, those which generally creep and crawl. They are mostly terrestrial animals, and their body is covered by dry and cornified skin, which are epidermal scales or scutes they do possess, and they do not have external ear openings. Tympanum represents ear here also, and their limbs when present, they are 2 pairs, and the heart is usually 3-chambered but 4-chambered in crocodiles. So crocodiles, which are reptiles, they are an exception, which have 4-chambered heart, and they are poikilotherms. They are poikilotherms. That means they are cold-blooded. And snakes and lizards, they shed their scales as skin cast, and their sexes are separate and fertilization is internal. They are oviparous, which lay the young ones, and development is direct. Examples are turtle, tortoise, tree lizards, garden lizards, viper, snakes, cobras. They all belong to this category. Aves. The characteristic feature of aves or birds are the presence of feathers, and most of them they can fly, except flightless birds, that is ostrich. They possess a beak. The forelimbs are modified into wings. You can see here forelimbs, they are modified into wings. And the hind limbs, they generally have scales, and they are modified for walking, swimming, or clasping, and the tree branches. So skin is dry without glands, except an oil gland that is present at the base of the tail. Endoskeleton is usually ossified, that is bony, and the long bones, they are hollow, and they are with air cavities. So that is why they are called as pneumatic bones. Digestive tract of birds, they have an additional chamber which is called as the crop and gizzard, and the heart is completely 4-chambered, and they are homeotherms. That means they are warm-blooded animals, that is they are able to maintain their body temperature just like mammals. Respiration is by lungs here, and air sacs connected to the lungs, they supplement, help in respiration. And their sexes are separate and fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and the development is direct. Examples are crow, pigeon, parrot, penguins, vultures. They all belong to this category. So the last class we are studying here is today's Mammalia. Mammals, they are found in variety of habitats. They can be found in polar ice caps, deserts, mountains, forests, grasslands, and dark caves. Some of them they are adapted to fly, and others they are adapted to live in water. Now the most unique mammalian characteristic is the presence of the milk producing glands, or the mammary glands, with which the young ones they are nourished, and they have 2 pair of limbs which are adapted for walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, or flying. Now the skin of mammals is unique in possessing hair. External ears or pinna they are present. Different types of teeth are present in the jaw, and heart is 4-chambered, and they are homeotherms, that is they are warm-blooded. Respiration is by lungs, and sexes are separate and fertilization is internal. They are viviparous, and a few exceptions, development is direct. Now examples of mammals, they are oviparous are Ornithorhynchus, that is platypus, which you can see here in the picture also. Macropus or kangaroo, pteropus, flying fox, or camel, macaca, that is monkey, ratus, that is rat, dog, felis, horse, blue whales, tiger, panthera, leo, all they belong to the category of mammals. Thank you.